Now, thank you. If you follow what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches, sisters, you don't have anything to lose but some weight. Brothers, you ain't got nothing to lose but some ugliness. Brother, look, serious. When you don't eat right, your skin gets all funny looking. Your eyes get these muddy colors. You're not living, brothers. You're dying because you're not eating well. Now let me say what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, there's no way for us to learn the right way to eat in order to live a long life except through the guidance and teachings of Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. The Bible says that he will give us more life abundancy, but he demands strict obedience to his will. There is no way of prolonging the life of human beings or any other life unless it begins with restrictions of the foods which sustain life, the right kinds of food, and the proper time when it should be taken into our bodies. That is where you start. Now, the first thing I want to say to you today is what you should get away from.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right? Yes, sir. The number one thing you should get away from. You remember what I said Sunday? Brothers, sisters, don't eat ham. Don't eat pork. Don't eat pork, bacon. Get away from that. Not tomorrow. If you had some tonight, make it your last. Because that is killing you. That is the source of so much ill health, the swine flesh. It is divinely prohibited in the Torah and the Gospel, and certainly prohibited in the Quran. Don't eat swine. Now, Brother Farrakhan, look, I could go along with all this teaching you're doing, but that pork tastes so good. I mean, if you go by taste, you'll die easy. Because all things that taste good are not necessarily good for you. I don't want you to reject me and hold the pig tighter. You go home and grab you a piece of hog and just squeeze it. Y'all all right? Brother Abdullah will teach you in lectures to come on all that goes into hog. Why is it divinely forbidden? It's called in Isaiah the abomination and the mouse. It barks sometimes like a dog. Don't it?
Yes, sir.
Has a tail like what? And a cat. Eyes. Its nose. That snout. You see, it uses that snout to get on down and get funky. Any resemblance to Negroes in a disco is not a coincidence. That hog is something. It is so greedy.
Yes, sir.
It will eat and eat and eat till it's full and crawl up in the trough, in the slop, and just lay in it and then eat some more. That's a pig. Its body is filled, its flesh is filled with a little worm called the trichina worm. You notice when you put that bacon and lay it down and then you cook it, shrivels all up. You don't know what you're doing. But if you want to have an experiment, take a little piece of pork and put it under a glass and leave it there for a while. See if the glass don't walk away. Little worms. And those worms, in order to kill the worms, you have to cook the pork to a high, with a high degree of heat, but the heat doesn't kill the worm. It wakes up as it gets in your system, and it crawls around in you, hits the spinal cord, goes right on up the spinal cord into the brain, and the messenger said once it gets in the brain, you never get rid of it. Never. It sounds your mental power, and it takes away your beauty appearance. The more hog you eat, pretty soon you start getting uglier and uglier, and you begin to look like that bad boy. Now, if you want to start looking better and feeling better almost immediately, stop eating hog tonight.
Assalamu alaikum, family. I'd like to wish you all the best of peace, love, and happiness, and that you are inspired, motivated, uplifted, and enlightened from the viewing. I thank you again for subscribing and hitting the like button as we push forward in the works of freedom, justice, and equality. Brother Camille, we are Farrakhan.